Adam De Silva from Coda and Tonka in Melbourne is joining me to make a one-pot wonder.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of one-pot wonders, especially when I'm home alone cooking for myself.
Yes.
So minimal washing, but also it's just one big pot of flavour. And what we're doing now is we're going to do a sour orange curry.
Sour orange, no oranges, as
No
in orange the colour.
Yeah, I know. But you know where we're getting the orange from is these beautiful, long-dried red chilies.
Okay. Tell me a little about this one.
These are a Thai chili.
Yeah.
The great thing about these appear in all Thai curries pretty much, like your red curry, your yellow curry, your sour orange curry, and it can be used for dressings also. So this long-dried red chili is available at all good Asian grocers. But be careful, I wouldn't do that. I would wear gloves, just saying, because this chili, bit of chili water there. And the way to rehydrate them is in warm water. And just cut them with the scissors, just because it helps them rehydrate quicker.
Yeah.
You can do them overnight also, but you've got this beautiful chili water also, which you can use in your stock or you can add it to soups as well. So it's all pungent.
In regard to the heat, are they really, really hot or they're more floral, peppery?
They're in between, but they all, as things, all chilies vary. So it's very hard to monitor. That's why it's always important to taste your chilies before cooking. So we're going to add the dried, so all in a food processor or blender, add the dried chilies. So we've got our dried shrimp here, which we've rehydrated. Okay. Also, just to get them, soften them up a bit. A nice, beautiful, pungent kind of shrimpy flavour will give the curry paste a nice base.
And just draining them again.
Just draining them again.
In they go.
Again, another natural stock you made out of it.
Yeah.
Or you know, shrimp tea, dried shrimp tea, if you want to have that. So we can put them back. We actually can put this into our hot pot if you wanted to.
Okay, lots of onions.
Lots of red onion, not brown onion, because I like the sweetness from red onions. We rarely use brown onion.
Okay, why is that? Because
we just like the nice sweetness of it.
Okay.
And then we also got the garlic as well.
Okay.
And blend that to a nice smooth paste. And you can make this in a big batch and just freeze little batches of it. So every time you come home and just want something simple, warm and nourishing. Then we're going to start with our actual pot, which is going to have our chicken stock in it. Now, the reason why I'm using a white chicken stock is because I don't want it to be too fishy. We've got the shrimp there. We're going to cook seafood in it as well. This just balances it out. And, you know, chicken stock, it just warms the soul. So we've got some galangal. If you don't have galangal, you can use ginger, but I like galangal because it's just sharper, really sharp flavour. So just some slices like that. And this is just going to add, a little aromatic base. We're creating the base for our hot pot. So we've got our stock here. We're just going to add our galangal into it. We've got kaffir lime leaf, just tear it up. And that way, you know, I always tear my herbs because it activates them. The oils come out of it, like that.
I've been saying for years I want to buy a small kaffir lime tree just to have in a pot because those leaves
are just amazing.
They're so intense in flavour.
Well, you actually put a kaffir lime tree in your veggie patch and it keeps away the bugs. Something citrusy like lemongrass or kaffir lime is what amazing for your veggie patch.
All right, I'm going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. All right, Adam. Wow, that looks so good. The smell is just, it's so intense.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Ready to go. They're delicious, perfect.
And the consistency?
The consistency is perfect, nice and smooth, so there's no chunks of onion or shrimp in there or chilli. So beautiful. So we're going to bring this over to our pot of our stock with our aromats in there. Generous spoonfuls of it. It's a very liquidy, light, aromatic curry. So and it has a bit of a rawness to it because we're not actually frying the onion and the garlic off to make it aromatic. So now we're going to season it. So we're going to have our sweet, sour and salty.
Okay,
and we've also got my little secret ingredient, oyster sauce. Oyster sauce makes every curry paste taste good. So this is just going to give a bit of depth to it.
Also an extra savoury component too because it's got the saltiness to it and it's quite thick and rich.
Correct.
Very good.
And then we've got our fish sauce. Obviously, this is also to taste, so it depends how much stock you've got and also how you like it. Like, I don't like it too fishy or too salty. So we've got some caster sugar.
Okay.
So no palm sugar in this because it's just going to be an instant, you know, sweetness. And for the sour component, we have tamarind here. So how easy, out of a jar. In the restaurants, we, you know, do it from scratch. So nice amount of tamarind. You know, let this simmer for a bit. So you can really just smell it. You can just...
It is so fragrant.
It makes your house sing.
Yeah. In winter, in the cooler months, this is something I crave, especially when you want to do seafood in a wintry aspect. This is a good idea.
Yep.
How is it?
I think it's pretty good. It's well balanced.
Nice,
Sweet,
nice.
sour, salty. And then we're gonna add our snapper.
Yep.
This is beautiful pinky snapper. So we're just gonna lay this in, put it to rest.
Oh, I
in the
love
pot.
this idea. It's going to flavour it so much
Correct.
because it's in its entirety still.
So we're just gonna put the lid on,
Yep.
cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's cooked through on a gentle heat.
Yep, sounds good.
So it's been about 15 minutes.
Yep.
The snapper's pretty much just done. Now we're just gonna add a few more ingredients. Got our snake beans. We've got our oyster mushrooms, which we've torn. I like to tear the mushrooms. And then add some beautiful mussels as well.
And these mussels go in and they're not going to take long at all to cook, are they?
No, just a few minutes.
Sounds good. Wow, look at that.
Here we go. You can just smell it. Look.
It smells like the ultimate Thai comfort food.
Here we go. Gently bring the whole snapper out.
Yeah.
Don't fall. Don't break.
Oh,
there you
got
go.
that.
You can even serve it in the pot. We've got the mussels. We've got our snake beans. Arrange them nicely.
little mushrooms. I can really smell the kaffir lime. Like there's only one in there, but it really makes a difference.
Yeah, I just love the kaffir lime.
Yeah. And those snake beans, they took just as long as the mussels to cook, which is no time at all. You still want that slight crunch in there.
You do. Now we're just going to add some coriander and some betel leaf
Okay.
to it. Just tear it up over it like that.
Betel leaf, what's the flavour of betel leaf?
Because we have so many betel leaves left over in the restaurant, it was just kind of a, to utilise them. But
Yeah.
also it's like, nice little textural spinach.
Love it.
And then we just pour a bit more of our beautiful broth over.
Oh, very nice. I guess you'd have a little bowl of rice on the side if
can have-
you wanted.
Yeah, you can have rice, or you can even have some rice noodles also, and just have a nice little bowl of rice noodle to go with it. And look at that.
It's a showstopper too. Present that to your friends. They're going to be quite chuffed.
Correct. I'd even eat one of these to myself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a small snapper. Or you can share with me.
Why don't we?
A little lime.
Yes. And to finish, just an extra bit of sourness through nice, fragrant lime.
Oh, perfect.
And you want to put lime at the end of it. Never cook your lime juice because it makes it go bitter, so always at the end when you're about to eat it.
Nice.
And then some crispy shallots, because I love how crispy shallots become nice and soft in the broth as well, and they just give a nice caramelised flavour through it as well.
Oh, it just really does finish off the dish, doesn't it?
They're perfect. You put crispy shallots on everything.
Yeah. All right, Adam, I think we should have a taste of this one.
Smells.
It does smell
Amazing.
phenomenal. I guess that's where you want to start. You want to start at that broth, and it's all about the broth. It is so perfectly balanced.
With that bitter hint of sourness to it.
Yeah, it is just so yummy, and I just can't wait to keep eating this, digging into the fish, and of course having one of these beautiful mussels. Adam, once again, thank you so much.
No worries, thank you. Here we go. Look at that piece, beautiful piece of snapper.
It's good. Really good.